Yes. Good afternoon, all. For today's session, we have among us a very dynamic personality. Engineer Pankaj Rai sir is an international trainer, writer, and PRO, and at BRAITT, an international level Apex Training Center of GOI. Engineer Pankaj Rai is a dynamic motivational speaker with an empathetic, passionate, blunt, inspiring, and confident personality. He is a master of psychology and management, an engineering graduate, and an inspiring motivational speaker. He has conducted more than 1,000 national and international training in corporate, educational institutes, and government organizations, and is a renowned pan-India trainer for Australian NGO Mindfully Mat FOI, IASSCOM, and an international trainer for CTO, that is Commonwealth Countries Training at Botswana, Ghana, Dubai, and the Asia Pacific. His expertise in mobile communication, IoT, enterprise business, mindfulness, communication skills, personal effectiveness, leadership, mindful sales, emotional intelligence, digital marketing, hypotherapy, positive parenting, stress and fear transformation, and extensive research on MBT and soft skills. And learning for the past 20 years has proven to be a boon for around 20,000 trainees in various fields as transformer of NLP, mindfulness, EI, life skills, leadership excellence, etc. Today we'll he's taking session on mindful leadership. A very warm welcome you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. So as I posted in my chat box also, I request all of you to kindly present physically as well as mentally. So that will really help us to transform the real energy, and we should not try to make it as a theoretical session. Just try to have some experience what is mindfulness and how we can come out as a mindful leader, because every day in our day-to-day life we have to face a lot of challenges, and how we face those challenges that really important. So learning is a never-ending process. Life is something which is part of learning process. So once again, I would like to thank you, the entire team of your college, university, who invited me for this session, especially sponsored by AICT. And I think all of you people are mostly trainers. So you are not just a teacher, you are a transformer, you are a motivator, you are a entrepreneur. Sometimes you have to behave as a parent, sometimes you have to behave as a counselor. So definitely our personality, when we exchange, it affects others. So I would like to share my screen. So I hope it is visible to you. Once again, thank you to all for patience listening, and I would like to request you to be present physically as well as mentally, so that we can have a better look on, we can experience basically what is mindfulness. We can experience at least how we can calm down our mind, how we can use our mind more effectively. So once mindfulness would be in the root of our being, then positivity, compassion, coordination, support, intelligence, it comes out as part of the function of it, and we flourish our personality. Because to be successful, we all know that 70% role is of soft skills, how we talk, how we listen, how we speak, how we communicate. So a leader, to be a leader, we need to have a lot of qualities, and one of the most important is how you can live in present, how you can connect with the people whom you would like to understand and whom you like to share your values, whom you like to lead, whom you like to, to fulfill the goals of your organization. So you need to be one of the most important skill which is important is we need to be present. We need to be present in present. So my first question to all of you, are you present in present? Because we cannot communicate, because both way communication will generate a lot of noise. So I'll be communicating to you verbally, but you have to respond to me through your chat box. So I think more than 70 people have already joined. So I request you to kindly reply me in a chat box, so that I'll be able to understand your level, and I would be able to communicate. Okay, so I'll try to access this chat box. Thank you. So once again, as I requested, this should not be the part of theoretical session. We are not sharing only knowledge. I want you to make it as a part of experience, and that experience create new things in your life. So my humble request to all of you, are you present physically? Are you present mentally? Kindly reply me in your chat box. Are you present physically? Are you present mentally? When I say mental presence means you are not involved in some other work. Your total energy, your total being is involved in listening only. Listening, total listening. Your total energy should be focused on your ears. And if you can experience this 1 year listening with mindfulness, then definitely it is going to help you a lot. So I request you to kindly be present physically as well as mentally. And during the session, you need to take care of these 3 to 4 things, which will really help you, and which will help you to give you a better experience first. Whatsoever may be your posture, your posture affect your state of mind. So whatsoever your posture may be, so try to keep your spine straight. It should not be tilted towards downside, or it should not be tilted your backside. Try to keep your spine straight, because the more your spine would be straight, lesser would be the gravitational force, and your self-awareness level and awareness level would be high, and you can experience the mindfulness in a better way during the session. So I request you to kindly keep your spine straight, so that during the session you can experience mindfulness. Second most important thing, which is the most important thing as far as mind is concerned, because it chatters a lot, it talks a lot, it never allows you to be present. So if you want to be a good leader, so you should have the ability to master your mind, because leader cannot be a follower. It has to lead the people. So I request you to kindly slow down your breath and make it slow. Slow down your breath and make it a little bit deep. Slow down your breath and make it a little bit deep. Can you observe your breath? Kindly reply me in a chat box. Very good. I'm getting very good responses from you people. You people are so active and proactive in listening. It's really a marvelous. Is your breath slow and deep? Great response. Is your breath slow and deep? Because there is a deep connection of mind, body, and breath. Because the moment you get tensed, the moment you become chaotic, the moment you become miserable, your breath fluctuates. It becomes shallow. So try to slow down your breath, so that it should make it a little bit deep up to your navel, up to your stomach, and just try to relax. And third thing which you have to do during the session is you need to observe, you need to scan your body, whether it is loose and natural. Because whenever mental chaos would be there, your body will become stiff. Sometimes you may shake the leg, sometimes you may tap the leg, sometimes you keep on watching your mobile phone again and again. Sometimes your fingers may move, sometimes you put your hands in your ears. So try to observe your body and keep it relaxed, loose, and natural. Okay, 3 things. Try to keep your spine as much as you can comfortable. Second, slow down your breathe and make it deep, little bit deep. Just relax. And third and most important thing is keep your body loose and natural. So once you do these, 3 steps, you can observe your state of mind. The moment you become relaxed, hmm, your mind calms down. And that is a quality of a good leader. He always remains calm. He uses his senses effectively. We have 5 senses: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. Through these 5 senses, we receive a lot of information from outside world to inside world, and how we process this information with our mind, that is the real thing of a leader. So you have to be sensitive enough, because listening does not only need your ears, it need silent mind too. So the most important thing, you need to put your energy to ears, and once your body would be relaxed, once your breath would be deep and slow, your state of mind immediately changes. Because it's a psychosomatic, mind-body connection is there. So your inner state of mind reflects through your body. So once we relaxes our body, mind also relaxes. So try to sit, straight, slow down your breathe, and just make your body loose and natural. Objective of today's session is to change your energy, to transform your energy so that you can be a successful leader. Why you want to lead? Because whenever you want to lead some group of people, your own people, so you have to set by examples. Suppose I'm talking to you on mindful leadership. So if I'm not mindful, I cannot talk about you mindfulness, because until you don't experience for which you are talking about, you cannot share the real things. So we know everything is a form of energy in universe, either to Einstein or either we talk about Tesla. So everything in this universe is a form of energy. That energy sometimes is positive and sometimes it is negative. Energy is a combination of positivity and negativity. So the moment you become relaxed, the moment you are calm, the moment you are creative, the moment you are compassionate, the moment you are full with love, your energy is positive. These are symptoms of positive energy. But the moment you become negative, stressed, tensed, feared, stressed, reactive, chaotic, miserable, full of, fear, your energy transforms into negative energy. But if you want to upgrade yourself, you need to put effort. And what the most important thing is, your effort should be mindful effort. You should know the kind of effort you are playing, the jump you are taking into your life. And once you put this mindful effort, you become motivated. You continuously move on in your life. The person who is continuously moving in his life with motivation is going to lead towards a success. So that is what the real transformation shift is needed from mind. We need to change the programming of mind so that we can be successful. So that is the objective of today's session. One of the important thing, why should I grow as a leader? Why industry need leaders? Why academics need leaders? Why country need leaders? Because somehow someone has to take the initiative, isn't it? And if you become a little bit mindful, if you become a little bit the qualities which you have in your day-to-day life. Once again, my question to all of you: are you relaxed? Is your breath deep and slow? I want you to reply in the chat box. Are you aware? Are you self-aware about your senses? Can you experience your state of mind in this moment when your body is relaxed, your breath is deep and slow? Can you observe yourself? Wonderful, very good. I'm getting very good response, but around 100 people are connected right now. So I want reply from 100% people. Great, wonderful. Why I'm asking you, why I'm trying to asking these questions again and again, because it's a kind of alarm, and which will transform this knowledge into part of experience. You should, in this session, you don't need to, in addition to listen, you need to experience also. You need to observe your mind also. you need to watch yourself also. And the more you will become watchful, it will be easy to understand what we are talking about. Self-awareness is the key, and we need to be self-aware. So this is something, when you are a leader, your ability to lead, your ability to lead is directly proportional to your success. Your ability to lead is directly proportional to success. Once your ability to lead people, and when I say ability to lead means you take initiative, you become creative, your intelligence level is high, your IQ is high, you listen to the people very compassionately, you listen to the people very empathetically. So many times you keep yourself in the position of others, you improve your effectiveness, which we call personal effectiveness. Because as a person, you have some persona. As a person, you have some personality. That personality may be very good, that personality may be bad, that personality may be positive, that personality may be negative. So when we talk about mindful leadership, you are living in the moment. When I talk about a mindful leader, he lives in the moment. And when you live in the moment totally, when you suddenly it's not possible, you have to put efforts. What effort you have to take, we'll discuss in today's session, how you can be a mindful leader. But when you incorporate these small steps in your day-to-day life, your personal effectiveness increases, your efficiency increases, your creativity increases, your sensitivity increases, you understand people much effectively. So many times you can understand people simply by watching their eyes, simply by watching their body language. So you have to be that much self-aware so that you can understand others' body language, you can read them perfectly. And that helps you increasing your HR power, your manpower. You can manage people more effectively. You develop confidence when you make some commitment with yourself, and whenever you make commitment with yourself and you fulfill your commitment with yourself, you boost confidence in you. And similarly, when you make commitment with others, you gain confidence and trust from others. So how much committed you are with yourself and with your others, that is your ability, and that defines your success applications. Okay, anyway, so I'm not talking about much about the leadership qualities that you people all know. I'm talking about how it is going to change you, how it is going to change your unawareness into awareness, to take a transcendental shift from ineffectiveness to more effectiveness. This is the 4 phases of leadership growth. So the important thing is that how much aware you are. Are you aware? My question to all of you right now, are you self-aware? So my question to, what is the percentage of self-awareness in this particular moment? If I take out of 1 to 10, if I'll ask you to define yourself, what is how you will rank your self-awareness in this particular moment? And you can identify it with your listening power. Listening power. If you are listening me totally, it means you are 100% self-aware. But in addition to listening, you are doing a number of other things also, then definitely in a similar proportion, your energy would be distributed, you will be fragmented, and your self-awareness level will decrease. The moment you will become self-aware to unaware, your efficiency will reduce into inefficiencies. Wonderful. I can found, people are self-aware 70 to 80%. Our objective is to increase more further, because at least this self-awareness level is going to increase your effectiveness, and it is not simply going to increase your effectiveness. You won't believe you can handle your mind wonderfully as a tool with this self-awareness. You can regulate your emotions, you can regulate your thoughts, you can reprogram your mind, and you can 100% achieve your goals as much as you would like to do in your life. That is simply mouse. Don't believe what I'm saying. What I'm simply telling you, just try to live it practically in your day-to-day life. That is, going to. Let us take some milestone. So this is Nick Vujitsky, as Australian motivator. He doesn't have any hands, no legs, no hands, and he says, no worries. This is a guy who is not having hands. This is a guy who is not having legs, but he motivates people all around the world how to live life. That is his way of living. So what I would like to tell you, we should not lose hope in life. Whatsoever we are having in our life, my next question to, are you thankful to whatsoever you have in your life? Kindly reply in a chat box. Are you thankful for whatsoever nature has given to you in your life? If you are not thankful, it means you are complaining, and the moment you complain, you change your energy. We should be thankful for whatsoever life has given to us, nature has given to us. I'm getting responses, but 40 to 50%. Yes, wonderful, Dr. Kalpana. We have to be grateful, because the moment you become grateful, the gratitude generates, and the feeling of gratitude changes the frequency of your inner cells. Once again, I repeat, we have a universe of 50 trillion cells. We have a universe of 50 trillion cells. Every cell behaves like a live human being. So once we change our feeling from gratitude to negative, from gratitude to complaining, from gratitude to criticizing, we change our inner frequency. And once we change our frequency, the cells which are dancing, the cells which are happy, they become set. You lower down their frequency, and similarly, this body is psychosomatic. So the way we feel, we change chemical inside our body. The moment we are happy, we generate different chemical. Our neurotransmitter generate different chemical, which is called, serotonin, endorphin, melatonin. But the moment you become sad, negative, obsessed, hatred, complaining, that feeling, that thought generates some different frequencies, and body generates, neurotransmitter generates different chemicals, which is cortisol or adrenaline, and they are harmful for us. So when we talk about to be a successful leader, you have to work dramatically, very effectively, empathetically, passionately about your soft skills. And when we talk about soft skills, there are so many things in your soft skills, right from listening, right from speaking, reading, writing, your communication, your creativity, your coordination, your empathy, your cooperation, your support, your curiosity, your gratitude, the way you deal with the people, your body language, your eyes, your confidence, everything is part of your soft skills. So we really need to work a lot on boosting our soft skills. So till now it was just basic. Now we try to penetrate a little bit more about the functioning of mind and how you can become a mindful leader. So when we talk about this difference between brain and mind, can you reply in a chat box? What is difference in brain and mind? Are they both same or different in a single line? Can you reply? And once again, my question too, are you relaxed? Is your breath is slow? Is your spine straight? Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. Let us try to take it that way. If you talk about computer screen, it is computer is having two portions. One is hardware, another is software. One is hardware, another is software. So we can conceptualize. Brain is a hardware which we can see, visualize. Mind is a kind of software which is programmable. Wonderful. Mind is something, a software of our human being. It is something which is programmable. It is something which is full of thoughts. Or we can say, the way we program software with the help of programming languages and codes, mind is being programmed through your thoughts and through your emotions. Or a group of thoughts once accumulate, they create mind. A group of thoughts, when accumulated, they create minds. A group of emotions, when accumulated, they create minds. Yeah, both are different. Wonderful. So mind is functioning like as a software. You cannot see your mind, but you can feel it. You can feel your thoughts. It is energy. It is a function of your inner energy with accumulation of thoughts. Wonderful. I'm really amazed and I'm really happy that you people are participating so well, and try to keeps on observing yourself. So I'll keeps on asking a different question to you. So how you program your mind or being programmed by others? There is a very basic simple questions. This question is divided into two portions: how you program your mind, which is related to your self-talk. What is your self-talk? Is your self-talk positive? Kindly reply me in a chat box. Is your self-talk positive? If it is not positive, then try to change your self-talk positively. It means, yes, I love myself. Yes, I am happy. Yes, I can do the things which I want to do. Yes, I can help myself. Yes, I am really creative. Yes, I am really positive. Yes, I would like to reduce the use of negative words in my life. I am thankful. So the way you talk to yourself, that is part of wonderful. Wonderful. So if your self-talk is positive, you program your mind positively. This is one thing. Second, how you are being programmed by others. Suppose you dressed up very well, you are looking so smart, and the moment you dressed up and you move out from your room and someone else said, you are looking so rubbish, you are looking so nonsense. That is not in house fashion. And the moment someone else say to you something, how you respond to them. Did you really accept the comments given by others as they are, or you give a pause, connect with the self, analyze, observe, and then respond? This is the way how you are being programmed by others. So what is your self-talk and how you respond to the different stimulus in your day-to-day life? That is really important, that need to take care. Okay, now I have displayed picture, beautiful picture, which explain what is mindfulness. So can you simply in just 2 to 3 words, small 2 to 3 words, kindly reply what this picture is talking about? Because a picture can say 1,000 words simultaneously. So that's why I use in my all the presentation a picture. So can you
a cluttered mind and a clear mind.
Wonderful, wonderful, ma'am. Cluttered mind and clear mind. Okay, that's great. I want more facts.
Enjoying the present moment, or
Wonderful.
thinking, concentrating the present moment.
Right. Another one is physically present, mentally somewhere else. Okay. Yeah, wonderful. Anybody else can define it in a word or two? Yeah, I'm getting good response from chatbot also. One is having too many things, another is enjoying the nature. Wow, not living in the present. Wonderfully. So we can define it like one is full of mind, another is mindful. That is what we can define it. The girl who is wearing blue shirt, physically and mentally she is present in present. She is present in present. But the girl who is wearing red shirt, physically she is in the garden, but mentally somewhere else. That is what my question to you, all of you, is starting. Are you present physically and mentally? Because mind, the habit of mind is to chatter. The habit of mind to take you away from present. The habit of mind to take you either in past and future. Worry. Planning is good. You can do your planning in present, but it always keeps you dragging, and that dragging creates more sort of stress. That dragging creates more sort of fear, guilt, sadness, negativity. All sort of negative energy are being generated by this chattering of mind. So you need to check what is your state of mind. Are you full of mind or you are mindful? Because the moment you are available in the situation, the moment you are mentally and physically available to any problem or any spontaneity or any questioning, so you perform your best. You become total. You become total in the moment, and that totality connects you with yourself as well as to the situation. As a leader, you need to connect, and that connection is something which is possible when you're present in the moment. Otherwise, if you're not connected with yourself, I request you kindly mute yourself. if you
की तरफ जाते हैं तो मेरी प्रॉब्लम्स अच्छी
उस जब फुल मून का पीरियड होगा ना, तब आप बहुत ज्यादा पॉजिटिव एनर्जी से
I request kindly mute yourself.
लेकिन जब चंद्रमा घटेगा तो आपकी एनर्जी
Okay, so the important thing is whether you are mindful or you are full of mind in this moment, and that is a reflection of your entire personality. So we'll try to see how this mindful leaders, and the root cause when we see mindful leaders lives in present. It is supportive, it is compassionate, it is grounded, it is non-judgmental. This is really very important. So many times if I am biased, I cannot be neutral. And that biasness disturbs our inner balance, because if you are healthy, you need to have right balance, because we have 50% masculinity, 50% femininity inside. We have sun breathing, we have moon breathing, we have right breathing, we have left breathing, we have positivity, we have negativity. But the balance is needed. And once you are balanced, then only you can become neutral. Then only you can observe, analyze, and respond to people in a more neutral way. So that is really important for being a mindful leader. You have to be a little bit balanced. And when I say balance, there are a lot of techniques to balance and ground it yourself that we are going to discuss in our upcoming sessions. So once again, my question to all of you: are you relaxed? Is your breathe is relaxed? Are you listening 100%? Kindly reply me in chat box. Are you listening? Is your spine position is clear? Are you listening? If I say out of 1 to 10, is your mind calm or mind is chattering? Are you conscious or unconscious? If I ask you to rank from 1 to 10 about your consciousness level, your awareness level, how you'll rank yourself, the consciousness of mind, how much conscious it is. Wonderful. I'm getting reply, wonderful reply. You people are listening so well, but still, I think that is 40 to 50%. Okay, wonderful. I want more people, because the more you will be involved, the more you will feel the experience. Now we are going to talk about the basic techniques of mindfulness, how you can become a little bit more mindful, so that it will reflect in a part of your leadership personality. It should the qualities, once you develop qualities, makes you leader. You should not target it. So you need to change in a root of your inner being, so that it should reflect as a part of leadership qualities, functions. So many times it happens. A lot of situations are there in which we simply react. Suppose we are driving and we are a little bit unconscious. Accident took place and we start shouting, we start fighting. Or suppose you are driving in a heavy traffic conditions, immediately you become so much impulsive, isn't it? Now take a different situations when you are a little bit mindful. You are mindful, aware about your driving. So if you say I'm aware, if you it's not words, it's something which is feeling. So if you are a little bit aware, some reaction, some stimulus is there in your life, then you watch and observe the situation, and you don't react, you respond. There is a huge difference in reaction. Reaction is mindlessly, response is mindfully. Reaction is sort of action reaction. Response is something when you know what you are doing. So once you become a little bit aware, and that you do, that is part of your response. So my humble submission to all of you is that once we develop this mindfulness inside us, situation would be there, difficulties would be there, but you change the way you respond. So these are the 4 key parameters of mindful leadership. One of the most important is self-awareness. How much self-aware you are in your day-to-day life, how much self-aware you are in your morning to evening, what is your commitment level, and what is your compassionate level, how you take the decision, how much you become aware in your day-to-day life. So When we talk about these 4 key parameters in our day-to-day life, one is self-awareness, which is directly related to your emotional awareness. Emotional awareness. When you talk about your inner energy and do you really aware about your emotions? That is, so because emotions are the triggers for your thoughts. So what is your self-awareness level? First thing. Second, what is your commitment? I mean, so many times we commit a lot of things, but we don't fulfill those commitments. And whenever you make some commitments, you don't fulfill those commitments with yourself. That decreases your confidence. Obviously, being a mindful leader, you have to be a little bit kind, generosity, and you have to be a little bit conscious. So, and that reflects in good decision making. So, emotional awareness is really important. When we talk about MBT, which is mindfulness-based techniques to be mindful leader, it helps you to be live in present. It helps to be positive. It helps to reduce your stress. It helps to really generate kindness inside you, reduces your distraction, spontaneity, it reduces your anxiety. It helps you to boost effective communication balance, which is really important, and efficiency, better listening, patience, self-awareness. These are the objective. Now we come to the root cause of today's session. That was preliminary discussion about the mindfulness and what are the qualities which are needed to be mindful. So when we talk about how to do it, that is really important. How you can change your emotional regulation, how you can be self-aware, how you can be mindful, because once you'll be mindful, then only it reflects in mindful leadership. So whether you're in a class, whether you are driving, whether you are walking, whether you are dancing, how much connected you are with yourself in this particular moment, because that is what is required. This is something, mindfulness is not something if I'll teach you and you will learn it. You have to live it. You have to practically incorporate in your day-to-day life, then only you will feel it. And leadership basically know what we do, and once it is clubbed together, it generates more attentiveness, it generates non-reactiveness and clarity and more self-awareness, and that actually really transforms our life. So I have shown one more picture in front of your screen. One is a fresh river whose water is continuously moving. Another picture is of pond. Can you see the difference? The one which is in movement remains fresh, but the moment you become stationary, if you are not accepting the change, if you are not elevating yourself, you become sticking, you start smelling, you become rotten, you become rigid. And that is what, are you living in a present, or you are that is a basic difference between a river and a pond. A river is continuously remain fresh because it is in a movement. So my question to all of you, are you love the change? Are you ready to accept change in your life, or you resist for any changes? Do you resist for changes, or you accept changes without any resistance? Wonderful. Great response, but still responses here, more than 100 people are connected, but responses are hardly for 30 to 40%. Are you aware? Yes, wonderful. Are you aware? Is your breath is normal and relaxed? Is your body is relaxed, flexible? Is your spine position is right? Is your breath is slow and deep? Wonderful responses from you people. Great, great. Acha, can you feel in this particular moment when your breath is deep and slow, is mind chattering, or it calms down? Wonderful, Dr. Jesse John, wonderful. Is your mind is chattering right now when your breath is slow, or chattering is reduced? It tries to calm down. Okay. Wonderful, reduced, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, Ravi, try to slow down your breath and feel the experience. Try to relax your body. Try to keep your spine straight. Put your whole energy in listening. Then you will find that slowly it'll calm down. It takes 30 to 40 minutes to calm down. So this is basically listening dilemma. My capacity is around 100 words per minute, 100 words or 150 words per minute. But your listening capacity is very high. That is 1,000 words a minute, 1,000 words a minute. So there is a huge gap, and during the gap, during the space between two words, mind find space to chatter. Once again, I repeat, during the space of two words or during the pauses, mind find space to chatter. So during this period when I don't speak, but your capacity is very high, try to slow down yourself. Try to slow down yourself. One of the first technique, which is very preliminary, is that try to increase monotasking in your life. So many times it happens we do a lot of multitasking. Multitasking means, suppose I'm driving also. In addition to driving, I'm talking on a mobile phone also. I'm watching here and there. And so once you'll be involved with a multiple tasks while you're driving, so possibility of getting accident increases. Yes, mind gets favor. Wonderful. Wonderful. So try to increase monotasking, more and more monotasking in your day-to-day life. Suppose right now you are listening. So if you are involved in a listening, so you become total. So monotasking helps you to be total. And once you become a monotasker means, suppose right now, suppose you are eating your food. So change your eating food from normal eating to mindful eating. What is mindful eating? Relax your body. Keep your mobile aside, because a lot of experiment has been done. When you are totally involved in eating, the saliva which secretes in the body, which helps you to digest your food, its percentage is higher as comparable to, if you are involved in so many work. So try to totally involved. Saliva is more when you eat from heart. Eat from heart, matlab when you are total. So it is something which is mindful eating. So when I say monotasking, try to involve in one work at a time, totally. Whatever you are doing, whatever you love to do, involve more and more monotasking in your day-to-day life. Right now, you can scan your body and release any stiffness. Somebody was saying mind is wavering, mind is chattering. So whenever the mind chatters, it brings a lot of stiffness in your body. Maybe your leg would be shaking, your hands may get tightened. So release any sort of stiffness, and the moment you release your stiffness, your mind, which occupied that particular senses which are sending the signals to that particular body, it changes. So try to scan your body with release of stiffness, and that really helps a lot. Try to make it loose and natural. This is something which is my next question to all of you. Can you watch yourself? Can you watch yourself right now? Can you watch your thoughts? Can you watch your feelings? As a third person, because in English, we use I for myself. I use you for subject. Wonderful. But frequency of response is getting reduced. Can you watch yourself? Simple question. Can you watch yourself in this particular moment? Yes, no. If you can watch yourself in this particular moment, what you find inside? Can you watch your thoughts? Can you watch your emotions? Can you watch your feelings? Which we say self-awareness. So yes, wonderful. How to watch? Okay. Suppose right now I'm watching a computer screen in front of me. That is object. A little bit technical, but try to understand. That is object. I am subject. So I have to watch myself as a third person. Neither I am connected with the object nor with the connect with subject. I have to watch, I have to observe as a third person, which is your conscious. The moment you become mindful, you become conscious. So you have to watch yourself as a witness, like as river is flowing and you are sitting aside, so you watch the flowing of river, but you are not penetrated in the river. You are sitting outside the rivers and watching that it is flowing. You have to watch yourself as you watch sitting in a cinema hall and some picture is on the screen. You cannot do anything with the screen, but you simply watch, but without being attached to it. You don't analyze, you don't judge. No, there is no need to criticize, there is no need to judge. You have to watch yourself non-judgmental, because the more you will criticize, the more you will be entangled in the mess of mind. So don't watch yourself as part of something. You don't need to judge yourself, you don't need to criticize yourself. You have to watch yourself as part of a third person. So don't try to communicate. बस सर आधे घंटे में खत्म हो रहा है. Don't try to judge yourself as part of in terms of get witness. You have to, like as there is a very beautiful word as a witness. Witness means the one who watch the incidents. It doesn't get involved with the incidents. So my next question, can you watch your breathe? It is a left or right? It's not another person which is. You have to watch yourself, like as so many times it happens. We sleep. Sometimes we sleep. Whenever you go to sleep, something is there inside you which watches, which observes you. So whenever your mind becomes silent, so many times when you wake up in the morning, you find that today's sleep was very good. Another day you find that sleep was very bad. So what is there inside you which gives you the experience of sleep? Something is inside you which always watches you without any attachment. Something is inside you which always gives the experience. So what is that element which gives you this feedback? The sleep was good or the sleep was bad. So it helps you to become more self-aware. Wonderful responses from so many people. Left breathing means from the breathing from the left nose. Right breathing from right nose, because right breathing is a sun breathing, left breathing is a moon breathing. And when become a little bit balanced, so this keeps on changing, shifting in every almost 30 to 40 minutes, or depending on one person to person. But when you observe your breathing, what I would like to tell you, this helps you to increase your self-awareness level. When you observe your breathing, it helps your watchfulness, because most of the time what happens, we observe others. Our direction of watchfulness is towards others. That we need to change it. We simply need to change it towards insight, and breathe is a wonderful tool to observe yourself. So once you become so sensitive or so active or so self-aware that you can watch your breathe, whether it is a left breathe, whether it is a right breathe, then it really helps you to become more and more self-aware. Wonderful. Let go, because the things which you can let go, really, if you can't do anything, then it's wonderful to let go. But the most important thing is, whether you are ready for it, or so many times you have to face those challenges. So you are ready for those challenges or not. That is really transform. This is the simple exercise which you can do at any time, any place, and anywhere. You need to watch and observe your breathing, left breathing or right breathing. And if it is slow and deep, then the moment you can watch it, it increases your watchfulness, and it develops a quality inside you to increase your self-awareness level. It's a simply technique which helps you to increase your self-awareness level, because the moment you watch your own breath, you connected with yourself, and the moment you connected with yourself, you become harmonious, you become more balanced, and you become a little bit more mindful, so you can respond to the things which are there in a present in a better way. And this is a very simple technique, but you can do it anytime, any place, anywhere. One more technique. After a long period, suppose a person is a right-handy, so he has become habitual of doing the things from right hand. And obviously our logical brains are brain connections is quite opposite. Right hand people are connected to left brain, and left hand people are connected to the right brain. So we use opposite hand to brush your teeth. So if you are right handy and brushing your teeth since 10 to 15 or 30 years with the right hand, try to change the pattern. Try to change the pattern and use your left hand to brush your teeth. Obviously, it would be difficult to brush your teeth with the left hand, but science says when you do something new, when you change your patterns, you increase neural connections. You grow your brain cells by changing with the patterns you use in your day-to-day life. So that is really wonderful to change the patterns. And the more you change the patterns, the more you become aware about your day-to-day life. Yes. And obviously, so many times it happens, the moment you change your patterns, it will be difficult for you. But you don't need to only change the pattern, you need to observe your experience also. That experience is important. Why I'm asking you to change the pattern, the way you brush your teeth? Because the moment you do something new, you become self-aware. You might have remembered the first time when you tried to learn the driving. You become so much self-aware about your driving. But once it is you have been learned and you repeated it millions of times, you become a little bit mechanical and autocratic. Another important thing after brushing your teeth, we all drink tea, very mindlessly, or we drink tea with a lot of patterns. In Japan and a lot of Zen, Asia Pacific countries, they change the pattern the way they drink tea. Mindful drinking of tea really helps you to change. So what is important is, suppose you are holding your cup with the right hand, you can change your hand with the left hand. You can take a small sip and observe the that hotness is going inside you. So what is important, you need to observe the pauses between the two sips. You need to become silent. So in Japan, the people used to sit together, they have a cup of tea in their hand, but they don't talk. They simply experience. They don't talk, they simply experience. And what they experience is how you are sipping it. And that is really important. So you can change the way you drink tea. So my humble request to you, whenever you are going to have tea next time, try to change it from normal drinking tea to mindful drinking tea. Kindly try to change the patterns. Kindly try to change the way you sip your teas. Kindly try to change the brush you do brushing in your day-to-day life. So the third and most important thing is, so diet is not only what we eat. I've told you there are 4 or 5 senses. Our eyes, ears, tongue, hands, skin, smell. Diet is not only what we eat. Since morning to evening, we receive a lot of things. Through our eyes, through our nose, through our mouth, through our senses. We receive so many things, energies from outside world to inside world. So that is not only diet. Whatsoever we eat, since morning to evening, whatsoever we watch, that also we receive in the form of energy. The music you listen, the environment you are, everything become part of diet. So try to make your diet with more natural and more relaxed. More natural and more relaxed. That is not only, down. So my question to, are you aware about your diet? Kindly reply me in the chat box. Are you aware about your diet? Diet in terms of materialistic diet, matter diet, as well as energy diet. Diet as part of your energy. Kindly reply me in the chat box. Are you aware about your diet? And if I am not aware about diet, kindly be aware about, means what you watch in mobile. That has also become part of your diet. So you need to check about your diet. Wonderful, wonderful response from all your people, but responses are, very few. There are more than 100 people are connected, and I'm getting, 30 to 40% reply. Once again, are you aware? Are you listening? Is your breathe is deep and slow? When I say are you aware about diet, means what you watch, what you listen, your friend circle, your diet is natural. Because so many times it happens, we use mobile phones. Suppose hundred and thousands of times we use mobile phones, and the more we uses this mobile phones million of time mechanically, we drain our energy. We drain our energy. So the most important thing is Namdevji, 2 minutes. Another technique. When you pick your mobile slowly, Namdevji, 5 minutes बस खत्म होने का. So how many times you watch your mobile without any use? You use mobile so many times it rains. So many times we keeps on using it for hours together. So we can change the way we use your mobile phone simply. So many times we are keeping it and holding it with our right ear. So keeps on changing your ear side. Sometimes you can use 2 to 3 minutes for right hand, then change it with the left hand. Okay, so keeps on changing the ear side. The moment mobile phone rings, pick your calls very slowly. Take out your mobile phones from your pocket very slowly. Why it is important? Because whenever you slow down, the moment you slow down, you connect with yourself. The moment you slow down, the moment you relaxes, you become a little bit mindful. You become, you try to come in the moment. So that is really very important in your day-to-day life, because most of the time we are connected with mobiles, and the more we are connected with the mobiles, we are disconnected with ourselves. So that is really important. You need to check how you use mobile. You have to bring more self-awareness while you are using a mobile phone. Change the pattern. Change the way you pick your mobile phone. Change the way you are watching it whenever there is no use of watching it. What is the frequency? So you can keep this as a wallpaper on your mobile phone. How many times I'm using my mobile phone without of any use? That is also a question. So how you can reduce it? The more you will ask the questions, the more you will find it will provoke you to become a little bit more self-aware. We walk morning, afternoon, and evening. Walk mindfully. And how you can change your normal walk in a mindful walk? That try to make self-aware on each foot as it contacts to the ground. Aware about your step, left or right. Suppose daily you are watching with a speed of 5 km per hour. You're walking with a speed of 5 km per hour. Slow it down and bring it to around 2 km per hour, or increase it with a 10 kilometers per hour. Chaotic walking. Because the moment you walk with your fixed speed, you become mechanical, and again self-talk and talk starts. So my question to you, are you ready to walk mindfully from tomorrow onwards? It doesn't pay anything, but simply it helps you to connect. It helps you to self-aware. And whenever you are self-aware, you give your best. You become totally, you increase a lot of quality, hidden qualities, hidden potential inside you, because you all are unique. Everybody is unique. You all are unique. But that uniqueness is only possible when you connected with yourself. Mindful walk. Mindful walk. So wonderful. I'm getting very good response. So try to convert this, try to observe, your left foot, right feet, and slow down. And that really helps you to connect with yourself. Somebody was asking, your mind pimps in, situations pimps in. So when you become a little bit self-aware, it generates that filter. Because a lot of bullets were there from your different environment, from your past experience, from negative environments, from the, a lot of situations. Yes, yes, Dr. Kalpana, wonderful, wonderful experience. And the more you will love, because you can love others only when love is there inside you. You can be thankful for small things. You can be thankful for, in fact, somebody has given you water also. You can be thankful for small things. So once you get connected, the more you'll be connected, then more you will try to know yourself that you are not only the body, you are not only the mind, you are beyond that body and mind. And that is possible only with your gratefulness, your feeling of gratitude. And once you starting knowing what you are exactly, then it helps to connect with yourself, with the self-awareness, like, and that creates a filter in your environment, which helps you to transfer that energy in the form of real positive energy. You change your environment. So that is the beauty of being mindfulness, and which you can develop either through brushing, or through walking, either through walking, either through driving, either through eating. So this is an example of mindful driving. How we drive. And once you become total with your driving, that definitely is increases mindful bathing. So many times we take bath. So you need to be total with your bathing. You need to observe the water is on your body. You need to be relaxed with it. And the moment you enjoy, the moment you become total with your bathing process, it changes your feeling exactly. So this is the most important thing. This is the recent article published in the Times of India. Are you perfect or total? My question to all of you, are you perfect or total? Kindly reply me in a chat box. More than 100 people are connected, but I'm getting reply from 42 people. Are you perfect or total? Wonderful. 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 Okay. Great responses from you people. Great. Are you perfect and total? Because perfection is somehow relative words. Perfection is somehow relative. So you cannot be perfect all the time. You cannot be perfect all the time, because it's a relative. But yes, totality is in your hand. You can be total right now, right this moment. So if right now in this moment, if you are listening, you can be total with it. Right now in this moment, if you are listening to me, you are total. So totality saves your energy. Totality improves your quality. Totality improves your effectiveness. And how to be total? To be total, you need to connect with yourself. And how to connect with yourself? You need to be a little bit, mindful for small acts. You need to be a little bit mindful for, small changes in your day-to-day life. So this is, if you are listening totally, then you are perfect. If you are listening totally, then if you are perfect. So this is what part of perfection is, how you can be perfect. One of the very examples which we have just seen, mind-body connection to your deeds. So you have to be the owner of your breath, and then emotions will follow, and no one can steal your peace. So you need to check out how your breathing is. So many times we inhale, and so many times we exhale, but we don't experience the pauses between inhale and exhale. So that pauses, during that pauses, if we talk about our Upanishad and different scripture of our India, whenever you inhale, you don't inhale simply oxygen. You inhale pranavayu also, and that inhalations give the energy and thought, and you generate a lot of thoughts once you inhale that oxygen. When we are saying to observe the pauses between inhalation and exhalation, that gap, that space, during those pauses, your traffic reduces. If you can observe those pauses, that would be wonderful. Did you ever observe, these pauses between your inhalation and exhalation? Forget about pranayama, forget about the, meditation exercise. My simple question is, can you observe the, space between your inhalation and exhalation? That simple pause. That is, simple pause. Have you ever observed? If not, then try to experience the pause between your inhale and exhale, And what happens during those pauses is your thought increases or decreases. If your breathe is slow and deep, is it increases or decreases? Yes, wonderful. Every time it happens after exhalation, you cannot observe it because the body forces you to inhale. But I'll share you this statics, which is talking about the different species, where different species are there, right from and their respiratory rate is given, and their lifespan is also connected with the respiratory rate and their breathing pattern. So if I talk about mouse, then its respiratory rate is around 200 times in a minute, and lifespan is 2 to 3 years. When I talk about rabbit, 30 to 60 per minute, lifespan is 5 to 6 years. Monkey, 30 to 50 per minute, and lifespan 20 to 30 years. We as a human being hardly breathe 16 to 20 times in a minute, and lifespan is 70 to 80 years. But surprising figure is with this whale and tortoise, which are having very slow respiratory rate, very slow respiratory, but their lifespan is very high. What does it mean? It means if your breath is deep and slow, you are somehow becoming more healthy, more calm from your mind, more healthy from your body. Because pauses would be high. Your chattering of mind will be less during these pauses. This is my experience. And this is my experience. So once this chattering would be less, once this chattering of mind would be less, you reduce wastage of your energy. You reduce wastage of your energy, and once you reduce this wastage of energy, then definitely it helps you to save life energy, and you can utilize in a more constructive way. So that is the exercise which you can do at any time, any place, and anywhere. You need to become aware between your two breaths. Try to keep attention between two breaths. Try to practice. You can practice it at any time, any place, and anywhere. Try to do it. Yes, wonderful, Dr. Kalpana. Your frequency of thought reduces when you observe these spaces. So that is my experience. So some work is going on that may create some noise. I'm extremely sorry for that. But try to practice to observe the breath between your two breaths, to observe the space between your two breaths. This is wonderful. Another techniques for classical conditioning of mind. What you need to do, you need to take out A4 size paper. You need to write. Am I getting angry? And big question mark. Am I getting angry? And big question mark. Once you write it on paper, keep it in your bedroom, keep it in our drawing room. And let us try to understand what happens when you do it. And this is what being done by Mr. Pavlov. What he has done, he has offered some food. He has offered some food to a dog for a week, and he found that saliva started secreting. Another week, what he tried, he tried to ring the bell to the dog, but saliva was not secreting. Next week onwards, he offered the food as well as ringing the bell. Saliva started secreting because the connection of a bell with food has been established. Last week, what he did, he removed the food, simply ringing the bell, but saliva started seeping. What happens? Mind becomes conditioned with the bell, which is the alarm, which indicates that the moment bell rings, food would be there. The same, this technique is going to help you, and this technique is going to help you in that. Am I aware? क्या मैं इस समय अपना काम होशपूर्वक कर रहा हूँ? क्या मैं जागरूक हूँ? क्या मैं गुस्से में आ रहा हूँ? Am I getting angry? So you need to put My question to all of you, is it really very difficult to put your questions on your bedroom, on your dining room, because it is somehow going to change your conditioning of mind according to your desire? Am I getting angry? The moment you ask this question, your mind brings in this present moment, and that it will become very difficult for you to get angry in this particular moment if you are getting aware of. Am I aware? क्या मैं इस समय अपना काम होशपूर्वक कर रहा हूँ? This is a big question. Am I aware? So if you are aware, the moment you ask these questions n number of times during a day, by having this screenshot, by having this printout on your dining room or your sleeping room or in your bedroom, it brings your mind in this particular moment, and the mind of dog get conditioned with the bell and started secreting saliva. Similarly, mind reprogram itself and your self-awareness level increases, which is our basic objective, to increase your self-awareness level. So this technique really helps you a lot in increasing your self-awareness. Another very powerful technique which you can do at any time is you can hold your tongue without touching it with the upper palate or lower palate, and keeps on watching. You can do it right now, and you can share with your experience with the chat box. You have to hold your tongue without touching it upper palate or lower palate, then try to observe what happens. Kindly share your feedback if you are doing it. Kindly share your feedback. Yeah, wonderful question has been asked by Raju. Are you not getting angry for the backside of your noise? Yes, very beautiful question. You know, these things are disturbing me, obviously, but somehow that self-awareness, level is helping me to transform that anger of energy into my lecture delivery. So somehow I am more focused, I am more connected with what I have to say. Obviously, there are distractions. Obviously, there are disturbances there. That will be there in your life. Sometimes it is unavoidable. But it doesn't mean that you change your inner being. If you are connected, if you know what is happening around you, if you know what is the things are going on around you, you don't react. So responses are needed. Wonderful. Thank you. Somehow, when you hold your tongue, it helps you. यार भाई 1 मिनट 10 मिनट रुक जाइए आप प्लीज, बाहर 10 मिनट रुक जाइए, मैं भी बुला रहा हूँ भाई, 2 मिनट रुक जाओ, आवाज मत करिएगा प्लीज. Okay, so somehow just keeps on focusing on what you are doing in this particular moment. You need to become more and more alert. You need to hold your tongue. You need to observe your breathing. And the more you become observer of yourself, you find somehow it increases your self-awareness level. So this is, some of the techniques. One of the very powerful technique. सर मैंने कहा बस 5 मिनट के लिए, बहुत ज़्यादा नॉइस आ रहा था, वो फीडबैक आ रहा है कि lot of noise is there. So I just asked them to just stop for 5 or 10 minutes so that I can deliver much focused. So sudden stop. When you get the momentum, try to get the momentum. Either you're dancing or sometimes you're walking. Just find out the space so that there should not be any collision or accidental will be there. Get some impulse and give a sudden stop to your physical body. And watch that separation of body, mind, consciousness. What it gives you the observation. You can find it, because mind is habitual of becoming mechanical things. Mind is become habitual of becoming mechanical things. And the moment you become transfer from mechanical to life conscious being, it gives sudden changes. It changes from states of, it's unconscious to conscious, unconscious to conscious, unconscious to conscious. It triggers. But it's a baby step. it's a growing phase. Slowly, 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 we have to practice it. And the more you'll practice it, the more you'll perfect. I'm not saying use the techniques which I suggested. You can develop any of your technique to reduce the frequency of thoughts. You can develop any of your techniques to increase the space between two thoughts. You need to develop any of the technique, whatsoever you like, to reduce the traffic of your mind. That is what our objective. Because still your mind will be chattering, you will not be self-aware. If you're not self-aware, you will not be mindful. And if you are not being mindful, then it will be difficult for you to live your life happily, consciously, motivatedly, peacefully, creatively, spontaneously, constructively. Try to use any of the techniques. And these are the pauses which I say either maybe between inhale or exhale. You need to observe. Try to pause when you get angry. Connect with yourself. Try to pause before you judge. Try to pause before you assume. Try to pause before you accuse. Try to pause and remember love inside, the feeling of calmness inside, the feeling of connectedness of inside, the feeling of harmony inside. That is what basic your nature is. So all these techniques helps you to learn these pauses. And the more you will become, yes, wonderful, Gokul, mind become more and more alert. And the more you'll be alert, the more you'll be present, the more you'll be connected, you will perform your best. You will perform your best. That's true.
Can I say something, sir?
Yeah, sure, please.
सर ऐसा होता है जब कभी भी गुस्सा या एंग्री अगर माइंड में आता है ना कुछ चीज, तो उस वक्त मैं क्या करता हूँ, अपने दोनों आंखों को बंद करता हूँ और मन के अंदर में सिर्फ 3 बार ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय का जाप करता हूँ. तो इससे क्या होता है, जो मेरा गुस्सा हायर लेवल पर जो होता है, एंग्री जो हायर लेवल पे होता है, वो धीरे धीरे काम होते हुए एकदम नीचे लेवल पे आ जाता है.
Wonderful, wonderful. So let us try to go a little bit more deep. Okay. Who is getting angry? Who is getting angry? Me? Isn't it? Me. And when I say I am getting angry, it means it is an accumulation of thoughts somehow.
Yes. Yes.
And those thoughts are working as a triggers for your anger. Am I right?
Yes, yes.
So what these technique helps to reduce these triggers.
Yes.
So when you say Om Namah Shivaya, or when you try to repeat some powerful mantra,
yeah,
what we are doing, we are trying to overlap, or we are trying to eliminate those thoughts which were triggering to your anger.
Yeah, right, sir.
This is what the objective. So that is what we have seen in our auto suggestion also. When I say every day in every way I'm getting better and better, I am feeling better, and whatsoever techniques we are talking about, this is the pause. If I say observe the pauses between your breath, what is the objective is to reduce the frequency of these triggers, maybe emotional triggers, or maybe triggers due to thoughts, or maybe through external environment.
Yes,
so that is a wonderful approach. So you can use anything, but the most important thing, how much self-aware you are. So the moment you try to repeat those mantra, you become a little bit self-aware. That is what our objective is. So somehow wonderful. Thank you for sharing your experience. So this is one of the very famous psychiatrists, Dr. Emile Coué, who treated millions of patients, who treated millions of diseases with a simple conscious auto suggestion, which says every day and every day I'm getting better and better. The best time when you are going to sleep, and if you are repeating this statement millions of time consciously, it is going to cure your diseases. Because the secret I have told you, we are the universe of 50 billion cells, 50 billion cells. And every cell is dancing, every cell is happy. Negative thoughts reduces their frequency. Negative thoughts make them sad. It kills your frequency. So the moment we repeat positive affirmations inside us, आप उसको हिंदी में भी यूज कर सकते हैं, आप उसको इंग्लिश में भी यूज कर सकते हैं. You can use any affirmation. You can use I am thankful, you can use I am feeling better, you can use I am feeling happy, you can use I am very creative, you can use any statement which you want to repeat. But जब आप रात में सोने जाते हैं और सो नहीं जाते हैं, और सुबह जब आप उठते हैं और पूरी तरह से नहीं उठ जाते, उस समय अगर आप इसको रिपीट करते हैं, it is going to change your program, it is going to change your mind, it is going to change your thought, and obviously your mind connection, mind body connection is really helping. So wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Kalpana. A lot of great feedbacks. It's really wonderful that still after 1.5 hours you people are connected and listening so patiently, and it's really a wonderful experience for me that you people are, if connected for 90 minutes, why cannot for other time of periods, if you can listen something for 90 minutes, if you can be mindful for 90 minutes, then why cannot for higher period of times? Why cannot be for other period of time when you do other things? What is the prerequisite? You need to be aware about your breath. You need to ask more and more questions. You need to be honest about your reply. You need to be slow down. You need to observe those pauses. You need to be connected with yourself. That is going to change. And leadership is obviously a great quality of your being. हो गया करना? हो गया? ठीक. So my question to you, all of you, are you self-aware right now in this particular moment? Are you self-aware? Kindly reply me in a chat box. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Dr. Kalpana. Thank you, Gokul. Are you self-aware? Because so many times we observe, through our eyes, through the language of our eyes, If you are remembering, you watch something. If you are lying, your eyes would talk in a different. Thank you so much. Are you self-aware? Because the moment you self-aware, you become mindful. So we need to, change. If I say I cannot, you have to say yes, I can. It is my weakness. How I can convert into my strength? We have to change the questions which is part of our self-talk. I'm not successful. No one can stop me to be successful. I lack self-confidence. I'm confident. I'm not consistent. Why I am not consistent? That is more relevant question, and that is a transformational question. I'm not consistent is okay, but why I'm not consistent? And when you reply with honestly, then you go the root cause analysis, and you will find that how you can be consistent. I'm in a fear. I'm ready to change any sort of fear. What is there? What causes the fear? What thought causes the fear? How I can change that thought? How I can change that emotions? It's difficult, obviously, because difficulty is having some different meaning in mind. So maybe others for, but it's not for me. So what things makes me different? So we need to have a transformational change from being full of mind to mindful. We need to transform our reaction into responses. Rather than using more and more I into day-to-day life, we need to transform into more and more we. We have to, because in Japanese and different countries, they use in a family, they don't use word I, they use we. So when we say we are working for the family, it looks more, collaborative. But when I say I am working for the family, I am working for the family, it means little bit introvert and more selfish. So, so many times we can replace I with we. Fast and shallow breathing, we need to replace from slow and deep breathing. We need to transform hearing into listening, mechanical to be the total, and we need to disconnections to the connections. So this is, wonderful quotes from my end. Future took birth from this particular moment. So are you nowhere or nowhere? If you are nowhere, you are creating your future. So a lot of techniques are there which you can develop yourself. But thank you so much for your wonderful feedback. Thank you so much for your patience listening. If you still have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, I think time is asking me to, because nothing closes, but time is asking me to pause here. And it was being a great interactive session. Although we were in online mode, but you people responded so well. And I can see the chat box is full of your feedbacks. Thank you so much for your responses. And thank you so much for your wonderful listening. Thank you so much with me. Mindfully stay connected, and I wish you all the best, that you develop more and more technique. Use these techniques in life to spread more love, more positivity, more creativity, more, great leadership, more mindfulness, so that whenever you go and wherever you go, people can feel your presence, people can feel your positivity, people can feel your energy level, so that it transforms the entire your inner being, as well as of your family, your society, your organization, and obviously it is affects our country. So thank you so much, and thank you so much for inviting me, for exchanging my experience with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this highly motivational lecture. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So if there is no questions, we can end up, or if there is any questions, so you can ask, no problem. And I'm very thankful for your feedback. You have taken a lot of pain to, giving on the chat box. It was really wonderful. Even a lot of hindrance and disturbances would be there, because a lot of phone calls are there, a lot of background noises are there, but still you people were so connected. It was great. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
So if there is no question at all, ma'am, we can close the session.
Hello.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, sir, I would like to say something.
Please.
Sir, in this lecture, I not only got to learn how to become mindful, but I could also view one-to-one how you became mindful, and it gave us a great feedback and a great technique to learn.
Thank you so much for your feedback. Definitely, it's a journey. My journey started when I started knowing who am I. My journey started when all these questions, when I started digging inside me. How I can, how I can control my mind, how I can transform my negative energy. When these questions really pimps us, and when they don't allow you to sleep, so you try to find out this technique which helps millions of people. Because if mind is not being handled properly, it creates a lot of psychological issues and psychological disease which affect our body also. So we need to be aware about those initial fluxes when this negativity starts. And if we are capable to transform these initial negative fluxes, negative thoughts in our mind, then we can save ourselves as well as others in creating and going in a more danger.
Right, sir.
Thank you so much. Okay, ma'am, I think if no more questions, so we can close it.
Yes. Practice makes the man perfect. So definitely, sir, we'll try to transform ourselves from full of mind to mindfulness condition. So yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Motivational lecture.
Thank you.